What's up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by. It's Colden with Options Investing, and we've got to talk about everybody's favorite streaming service, Netflix. This is something that is coming up real quick, and I didn't actually know the answer to this, so I had to go find it, and I wanted to share it with you guys in case somebody else was looking for the same information that I was digging for. So, as of October 30th, Netflix announced that their board passed that they will be splitting their stock to 10 to 1. And that is going to be effective on Friday, November 14th, with the stock splitting on, November 17th, Monday, November 17th. So that's coming up this week. And basically, what I was curious about is because I've owned a Netflix stock and I've been involved when other stocks split. Nvidia just split a few years ago, and so I was involved in that. Apple split before, so I understand a split. This is the first time that I've actually had options open during this split, and I was interested on how that actually is going to affect my trading and what that was going to look like. So this is the answer, at least according to Schwab. What happens during a stock split? So on a whole split, so Netflix is going to be splitting 10 to 1, right? During a whole split, you increase your number of contracts by the split. So that means if you currently have a contract open for Netflix right now, you're going to be owning 10 contracts in a week. Now, why is that important? My big thing is always cutting down on costs that I don't want to have to pay if I don't need to. And currently, right now, it's about 65 cents at least per contract. Now, I typically trade vertical spreads, which means I've got two contracts open for every position that I own, which means it costs me about $2 after all the fees to trade positions. Just keep in mind that after next week, that cost is gonna go up 10 times. So if you're managing positions, this is just my thought and what I'm looking at doing. If you have short positions, or I've put positions open right now, I'm looking at potentially or trying to manage or close some of those positions maybe tomorrow before the stock splits. So just as something to keep in mind, that once the stock splits, you're going to end up with 10x whatever contracts you have right now, which means it's going to be 10 times more expensive to manage those contracts after the stock splits. So I hope that helps. Definitely was interesting for me to look up because I didn't know the answer. So hope that helps somebody. Talk to you later. Peace.